Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to Independence Day. It's the 4th of July. Boop. For those of you that haven't joined in on Sunday, you might not have seen the slight studio change layout. Do you remember the lights were over there? If you were watching on Sunday, hey DC Jong, how are you doing? Do you remember the lights were over there? So I've now moved them over to be here. So it saves me having to buy something to go here, because generally my head will kind of roughly be in this area here. So there was no need for the lights to be directly above me, like a halo effect. So I've just moved it around a little bit. So that kind of works better. Let me know your thoughts if you think the layout is working better like that, by the way. Hope the sound is all okay and the video as well. Hey George, how are you doing? Hey Tugedi, do you know what? Tell me if I'm getting your name wrong, okay? Is it Tugedi? Tugedi? Tell me if I'm getting your name wrong, alright. Hope you're all okay. Wow, very productive morning. 5 videos recorded, but one of them I've got to redo, unfortunately. It was for Bertha, and they've asked me just to redo it, because I've got to say some slightly different wording in it. Which isn't the end of the world, but hey, it's just, you know how I am. I like to get things done. You don't think it's an improvement? Do you not think, what, the room layout? Hey, my master, Dis Jong. Well, I've got hooks in the not the ceiling, near the top. And they're long wires. So I just have the lights there. I mean, I can increase the height. You know, I can pull them down if I want. Or whatever, but they're just there. They're just lighting effects. And I got this one here as well. If I want to add a bit more. Can you see the glow on my face? See the side of my face and body. Watch this. What? There's a bit more of a glow effect on me. It's just a little... I'll show it to you, look. It's just a purple light with filters. God, that's bright. You know when it shines in your eye? Flipping blinds you, the life out of you. And all that does is just add on a bit of a purple glare or flow to me. But I hope you're all okay. I hope you're all alright. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jimmy. Thank you. I'm glad you like the new camera settings as well. I adapted them ever so slightly. I noticed that sometimes what I think looks good, the quality could have been better. Yeah, you mean this side is very... Well, to be honest, I don't mind this being dark, because it's almost like you get a split in the room, you see. You get that background, and then you get that. And even though it's dark, it's the reason you get that as well. But I can also do this as well, so I can turn this light to my right, and I can increase the brightness on it a little bit here, and I can even do it here as well. I think, there you go, look, can you see that? Can you see the brightness now, down there behind R2? But I don't want to make it too bright, so I go with that kind of effect. Hey, Mark. There we go. The light is the light above. This is the weirdest light, though. This is the weird... Hey, Soren. Yeah, we just started. This is the weirdest light. If I turn this light off, right? See the effect we get. See the effect we get. This is the standard bright light. This is drop it down to 50%. This is 20%. This is 50%. This is the warm light, which is way too warm. It's like I'm burning in the sun. And this is the cold effect. It's a little bit brighter just because it shines off my head there. But it's a pretty decent... I think it's a decent... Let me get this right. A decent brightness to have. Anyway. Yes, this is my 3rd bottle. This is my 3rd bottle. I'm starting in... Holy wow. In 3 hours. So in 3 hours, I've had 2 bottles, and now I've just opened this one. Yeah, 50% is better, isn't it? That's how I have it set at the moment. 20's not good. 50% is just fine. This is 100%. That's a bit too bright. 50% works better. This is what's cool about having light effects, right? With a remote, it's like chop and change it. I'm glad that video helped, Jack. It's always it's not a tricky one, but it's just sometimes people misconstrue, or there's so many people I know, they go, yeah, it's £40 a month. And I go, yeah, but is that all you charge? They go, yeah, £40 a month. No higher, no lower. And I go, yeah, but what if it's a more complex website with loads more stuff going on? Surely the £40 won't cover the amount of time and effort put in. So you gotta jig it around for the exact job. George needs to force himself to work. Oh no, hacked site cleanup, man. Hacked site cleanup, that is painful. Yes, I will. I will take a photo. I'll take a photo from here and from that side as well, so you get to see the arrangement. I will tell you now though, Mia. I will tell you now though. Down here, right, on the floor, right down here, are the litter tray for my cat. Down here is the litter tray for my cat, which you can't see. So when I take the photo, you'll see the cat's litter tray. So yeah, pretty productive morning. Pretty productive. Did 5 videos. One of them I've got to redo. So now I'm going to redo that. Let me just change my board. Let me move that one. Actually, no, that one stays. So I've got to redo a Bertha video tomorrow, which is fine. It'll take literally 5 minutes to record and do. Easy peasy. But I did 4 other videos today, so I was pretty chuffed with that. Let me just turn this light off. There you go. So yeah, pretty productive. The videos I've done today is 2 Bertha, 1 with a code snippet. Pickstar, you know that code snippet you shared? I did a video on that. The code snippet you shared this morning. Did a video on that. WP Sweep and Yaymail. So George, if you're listening, George, wow, Yaymail plugin, wow, WooCommerce customization for emails. What? Oh, we are talking a serious plugin here. By the way, if I haven't said hi to anyone, I can see all your names. Hi to everyone. Calendar widget. Well, you could use Calendly, Soren. Okay, there's 2. You could use Calendly, which you could use for free, and then you can add the widget to your website, Calendly, which is great. Or appointment hour booking, which splits your days into hours, and you can reserve time, block off time, add on buffer time. So if you have appointments which are half an hour long, it automatically adds a buffer of 15 minutes after the last appointment. Appointment hour booking plugin, free. You got to pay if you want to accept deposits, but it's free. That's a really good one. It's free. And then you got Calendly as well. Yeah, Calendly, Soren. Calendly. If you go to our YouTube channel, which you obviously will do, and you do a search for Calendly, there's a video I did on how you can use it to accept money as well. But it goes through the steps of how to use it and install on your website. So Calendly, do a search for that. I was looking at it yesterday, Pickstar, that off canvas, and then I got your other bit of code. I'm just juggling I'm juggling things at the moment. It might not sound true, but I'm seriously juggling. Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. Not heard from you for a while. How are you? And how are things with promoting your website, business, That Twitter lady. Okay, well, Soren, if you're trying to list some dates, Forminator. Forminator's a good one. Forminator's a good one. Free. Yeah, Forminator's a good one for listing dates, and they can pick the dates. Jack, would I mind giving a thumbs up if you think the costs align? Oh, yes, sure. And by the way, Jack, let me know if you... Please say do not share if you don't want it shared, okay, as well. Please do that. info@websquadron.co.uk. Catherine, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I got tied up with stuff later on in the afternoon with my son and stuff. I missed your live chat and it was your birthday yesterday. Happy birthday. That's the one, Soren, Forminator. It is free. It's a free form builder for WordPress. It comes with PayPal and Stripe built in, which is cool. Hello, Mark. Yeah, do you know what, Mark? I did not tell Verdi to write that. I did not tell him to write that, okay? So when you sent that, that was nice, yes. But yeah, happy birthday, Catherine. Yesterday. It was yesterday, Jimmy. It was yesterday. I do need to just create some cover arts now. Yoast SEO. So while I'm here talking, I've just got to do some cover arts. So stay with me, all right? Don't go anywhere. I've just got to do some cover arts. Because I did some videos, you see, so it always makes sense for me to release them on our channel as well. Ask me anything, Bertha. Hey, Nikos, how you doing? Hey, Sandors, how are you doing? Cheers. Right, let me just see the email that Jack has sent with his prices. I think it's your prices, isn't it? Sorry if I go... Oh, hold on. Did you... Not come through yet, Jack. Let me just shut down my email again. Let me do it again. Yeah, I see what you mean, Pixar, about the... hey, Catalyse Web. Hey, Ben. I see what you mean there. No lifetime deal with the Code Snippets Pro with unlimited size. Yeah, I agree with you on that, actually. I always feel like if you're going to go with a really strong unlimited, your unlimited should literally be just pure on unlimited. Yeah, Jack, your email's not come yet. Just double check it's definitely sent. No probs, Jack. Do you know something, George? Even though most of my websites don't have SG Optimizer, I just log into the website, you know, SiteGround, and then just clear the memcache there. And that tends to work for me. I've never checked specifically. I've never checked specifically, but that's what I do. Believe me, sometimes doing cover art for videos, and I know Catherine and others will appreciate it, sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's a pain because it's like, oh, I've got to do the cover art now. And when you've done, like, I've done 5 videos today, not all of them are for me, some were for Bertha, just to help them out with some stuff. It's not that it's difficult, it's just, ugh, I've now got to do 5 videos. And like I said, it's not a pain. It's just one of those things where you kind of go, oh, right, better get on with this now, right? And then obviously you got to go down the whole rigmarole of uploading to YouTube and all the settings and descriptions. And it's not that it slows down your work. It's just, you know. Ah, right, George. That's interesting that you discover that, actually. Hey, Julio. Is it Julio? I don't want to say Julio. I'm guessing it's Julio. Julio. Yep, Jack, I've just got your email. Please don't forget to click like if you're watching. If you've not clicked like, get off the channel. No, don't get off the channel. Stay on the channel. But please do click like. It's pretty important. Right. I'm just going to click on Jack. So this Jack Daltrey has done this now. Basically, on the back of the care plan, he's created his care plans. And I think it's really cool he's done that on the back of the video we did. And I'm not going to share any details about him. In fact, I'm not going to share any personal details, but what I will do is I will talk about it. I'm not going to share it on screen, okay, because it's got information on there, right? So let me not show that. But I am going to talk about what he does offer. And what I'll do, Jack, is I'll hopefully make it as clear as possible. Are you okay with that, Jack, if I do that? I think, Jimmy, a newsletter's not a bad idea. Have you seen our newsletters? By the way, Mark Newman writes the newsletters. I struggle with time to do that. And I know he struggles with time, but Mark does do that. In fact, Mark's just answered. Best way to share your message, yeah. Because it's almost like... It's like a blog without it being a blog. That's how good it can be. And you can reuse them. You know, regular times. All right, Jack, let me just have a look. Oh, sorry, Julio. I have a question. What tools would you use for registered users to vote for a post in a list of posts? Okay, while I look at Jack, can anyone look at Julio's question? Any tools or plugins you would use specifically for upvoting a blog post, right? So let me just do Jack's thing here. So Jack has got So Jack is basically clarifying to the end user that a minor revision includes image changes, text changes, color and font changes. Yeah, but does not include changes to the design of pages. I think that is spot on. Minor revisions are text changes, images, colors and fonts, but not the page. That is spot on. Totally spot on, Jack, right? Totally spot on. There's a bit more about booking websites. Yeah, well, I'll skip that. Yeah. Now, so what Jack has got is 3 packages. Bronze, WordPress updates, plugin, and website backups. Just like we said, the basic one, £25 per month. That is fair. The silver is double, £49. This now includes 3 minor revisions. I think that is, again, fair. Someone might say £49 a month. That's a lot. Not really, because that's probably less than what you charge per hour as a consultant. Gold now is double it, but £10 less, so about 89 quid a month. That is now 6 minor revisions. So just your updates and backups, £25 a month. 3 minor revisions, £49 a month. 6 minor revisions, £89 a month. I think that is spot on. Jack. Makes total sense. You do also talk about other stuff like 1 add-on, 2 add-on, 3 add-ons. So if you have 1 add-on, you get 2.5% discount, 2 add-ons 5% discount, 3 add-ons 10% discount, and the add-ons are analytical reporting, which is £29 a month, content creation, so he's broke that down. What's missing though, Jack, are some images. Don't forget to put some images in your proposal thing, right? So he's got different prices for 750 words, 2,500 words, stuff like that. I think that is good. Search engine optimization. I am going to say though that your SEO costs could put some people off. I would, if I was you, halve all of your prices, Jack. And I know it's value for money that you're doing, but for your search engine optimization, I know you say 6.5 hours SEO, so roughly a day, £279 per month. For 6.5 hours work, that is great value. However, if you think about a small business, they're not going to be able to afford 279. So I would come in a lot lower. I would come in at half of that. Definitely half of that. Because I get what you're doing, but if you think about, you call it budding, blossoming and fruiting. Fruiting is a higher price. The budding for a small, because if you think about a small business, 279 is going to kill them. So I would come in lower on price and maybe not say how many hours of work you're doing. I wouldn't go down that level. Social media marketing, I think that price is fair. Yeah. So I would just, for the SEO, I would halve your prices, which I know you don't want to do, but I would halve your prices. I hope that helps, Jack. I hope that helps. Right, just back to the question. To be honest, Jimmy, whether they read it or not is up to them. In terms of newsletter, but it's more direct. If you put it on a blog post, they've got to go to your blog post to read it. A newsletter, it comes to their email, and they can either delete it, ignore it, or read it. Whereas if you put it as a blog post, they've got to go to your blog post. All they know is a title, right? All they have is a title. Whereas if it's an email, they might read it. Yeah. Mark's practically answered it all anyway. I'm just kind of like adding to it. Frank, how do you know how to exclude a contact form from cache on a one-page website? How to exclude a contact form from cache? Unless your website's built as pure HTML, I don't think you can. Anyone here want to jump in on this one? How can you exclude one-page website? You got a contact form. Can you exclude that from cache? Unless it's a pure HTML website, I don't think you can. So, Mark, for £279 on Jack's model, you were going to get like 6.5 hours of SEO. So I need to reopen it again because I've forgotten exactly. It was 6.5 hours of SEO, 750 words, and an SEO report. I just think for a small business, you know, for a small business who's trying to grow, I think the 279 might scare them off. It might scare them off. So I would offer a reduced package, and I would just say SEO report, and SEO report and changing keywords, and I would drop the price. For the blossoming and fruiting, you have your higher prices, but that's now for the big players, the people with more income or money to spend. But for a small company, if you imagine, you want to get them in the door, don't you? You want to get them in and hope they stay with you, use you, and then when they grow, they go up to the next level. I just think 279 could scare some people off, but that's just my view. That's just me. Don't worry, Jimmy. I know what you mean about being careful. Sandor says, has it been something you always wanted to do? Did you roll in? No, Sandor. So I've always been I've always liked to be front and center with presenting presentations. So school, I used to always make sure whenever there was a play, I want to be in the play drama. When we had debates at college, I make sure I got involved. When I've worked at Odeon Cinema when I was 17 years old, when I worked at Odeon Cinema, I very quickly got promoted to the front of house role, which was like I got to speak to the angry customers and arrange things and stuff like that. So that was really good. When I was in the NHS presenting at conferences or just to small meetings with clinical staff, doctors, whatever, GPs, I get a bit of a buzz out of just putting life and voice and action and words and something beyond just words. Words are just words, right? But being able to convey them, I like that. Yeah. And I saw what other people were doing on YouTube, and I don't feel like they're as animated as me. I don't feel like they're as expressive. I feel like, not all of them, but I felt some of them were monotone. Okay, you do this, you do that. Or some of them were very one-dimensional, the same joke, the same delivery, the same affiliates, the same promotions. I felt like, no, we need something different. We need to disrupt the market. So I try and disrupt the market. Exactly, Jack. You've got it. I've just seen the comment there, Jack. Yes, slice the budding one. The others you leave, and if they want to take that leap and jump, well, you've made it clear to them, but you entice them with the... Let me explain, right, okay? Basic cars, they cost money, but they have next to nothing, right? And when you have the next model up, usually with extra stuff, there's a bit of a jump. But if you want it, you pay for it. And that's how you think of it. Think of it like that. Yeah, by the way, don't forget to click like. Happy Independence Day to anyone in America or around the world. I hope you have a great day. I mean, what Dave is saying, though, is a very good point. If you know you have a client who's willing to spend the money, who really wants to get results, who's really aiming to hit high, then you can charge them for that. But the bulk of people out there that want a cheap and cheerful website, they'll run if you give them too high a price. Oh yeah, I won't change these Dijongs, don't worry. Hey, late tonight adult shop, I've seen your email. Your email came to me just at the point as I was doing some editing videos and stuff, and because I've now gone live, I will respond to your email after the live chat. All right, so just bear, or I might do it during as I'm talking, but just bear with me. All right, just bear with me. Okay, but I will get back to you on that. To be honest though, Jack, if you ever want to share with me stuff and you want me to do a video, that's fine as well. Have I ever had to outsource some of our work? No. Instead, what I do is I don't take on projects that I can't do, or I'm not confident, or I don't think I can work it out to do it. So at the moment, I've not taken on a project I don't think we can deliver on, mainly because if I outsource it and I've given a client a promise that we're going to do work and all of that, or SEO or whatever, and I don't think we can achieve what we want to achieve with them, but I don't take it on because I feel like I've let the client down. And they believe me. I go, yeah, we can sort that out. And then I outsource it. And what if the third party can't do it? Or the third party is outsourcing it to a fourth party that I did not even know about. Have you ever heard about the tale where like someone outsources to someone who then outsources it? But they never told the one who originally outsourced to them, who didn't even tell the client. Have you ever experienced that? You'll have someone who speaks to almost like a salesman. Yeah, we can do that. And then they outsource to someone who then outsources to someone else. And there's a chain. If they muck up, they're then like, oh, what do we do? And then they're like, oh, God, we got to deliver this. And they're literally just making profit off the one who made... You do the work for peanuts. This person here gets money, but you did the work. And then this person gets money from you but that person did the work. And the client don't really give two shits as long as it's done. Does that make sense? Oh, right, yeah. SEO, in terms of SEO optimization, Jimmy, if I understand what we're trying to achieve and I explain this is what we can do, bearing in mind you can't guarantee success, then I haven't had to outsource. I haven't had to. Because usually the bulk of clients don't have any SEO done. And then you have some that have, but they never did it properly. So what you're doing is either start from scratch or reinvent what they've already got. But I personally believe that unless you go down the sponsored adverts route, you can have as much brilliant SEO as you want. You can have all the keywords, all the common phrases and questions. But if people aren't coming to your website or clicking a link or finding you, then it will just be worthless. So haven't had to outsource yet. Dan, if you have a... So Dan says, if you have a client that wants to maintain their site themselves, how do you approach this? No. I mean, I know lots of people that go down the custom page type and fields. I kind of make clear to the client that, look, if you're going to do that and you break the website or there's a problem, right, you have daily backups, right? You have a daily backup. If you change anything, you must check it. And if it breaks, you either roll back to a backup or tell us to roll your backup. Fine. Or if you break it, you pay for us to fix it. End of. And that's it. Because we could go down the custom types and all of that and blah, 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 blah. But then what if you have to change that? What if you have to change the description? What if you have to change things? And I like to keep things from a selfish point of view really, really simple. For me, for clients, and maybe what if I drop dead? What if the client drops dead and their friend or partner picks up the website and they know nothing about computers? So I think there's like there's always a thing about, I get why it's good to do, but I also feel a bit like it's a lot of extra work, so I don't do it that way. But that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. How many people are us? Did I say 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 us Yeah, just sorry if I'm a bit late reading your comments because I'm talking as I. John, yeah, YouTube is a great way of upskilling, of learning. Yeah, it is. It's like the best library blogging resource out there, I think. Soren, so custom fonts, but Elementor only shows one set. And you've definitely uploaded them to custom fonts. You might need to regenerate your website, regenerate CSS, purge your site, purge your server. You might need to do that. Yeah, exactly, Jack. And that's what I mean. So with SEO, yeah, if you then do like a campaign, that can always back up and help the promotion side of thing. Do I have a phone number from Elemental? I don't have a phone number from Elemental, Caripos. I don't. Yeah, and the charts that have been sent basically kind of show the same things, really. Well, not the same values, but it's the same kind of message that once you put in the SEO, once you do some sort of campaign or anything like that, the results will do that. And that's just how it is. That's the logical step of what happens. That is the logical step of what happens. Yeah, Soren, regenerate your CSS, purge your site, go to your hosting provider, purge your server as well. Because they should be in there. Believe it or not, I'm not getting anything done that I was planning to get done while we're on the live chat. I've only done like... I've not done anything I was meant to be doing. Right, I've got to quickly just do these cover arts while we're here. Get rid of that, get rid of that. This one is the Yay Mail WooCommerce emails. Customized emails. Right, let me get this one done. Because I'm going to panic if I don't get this done. Yay Mail WooCommerce customized emails. Just reading the questions here. Don't worry, Pigstar. Yeah. I mean, I do get the thing about the custom post types, you know, and all of that for if you're adding in content. I do get it. What are you all working on today? I mean, obviously it's Monday. What are you planning to do for the rest of the week? What are you all planning to do? What are you doing? What are you all doing for the rest of the week? Do you tell me what you're planning to do for the rest of the week, or nothing? Maybe you're not doing anything. Anyone got anything really exciting they want to share? Creating a site. Oh yeah, Enfold theme. Didn't you mention that yesterday? rebuilding website, meeting with potential new client, fixing something I don't know I'll manage to fix. No, don't worry, Pickstar. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, with regards to custom post types, I don't go down that road with clients at the moment. Maybe one day I will. Few websites this weekend. Data entry, of course, George. Happy Monday. Hey, Phil. Switch from Elementor to Bricks. Carapace, you're not doing that yet. You said next year. Nikol's working on a new Woo shop selling golf tees. Soren is going to get a massage. John is working on his website. Yes, Jimmy. Well done. Yes, we're getting closer to getting that website right. Catalyse, how to put a checkout field on the landing page without adding the item to the cart. Ooh, that's an interesting one, isn't it? You want to have a checkout field on the landing page. A bit of, well, WooCommerce, you're going to have to hook it. That's where my brain explodes, but probably a bit of JavaScripting there if you're going to pull it through. Handicap in a golf game. Oh, you're going golf game. Handicap in a golf game. What is your handicap at the moment? Is it really bad or are you really, really good? What are you at the moment? What are you at the moment? What is your handicap at the moment? Okay, Soren, massage therapist. Do you mean like as in physiotherapy as well then? Do you mean as in like physiotherapy? So I've just got to adjust this image. There we go. Yay mail. There we go. Yay mail. All thanks to George for pointing this one out to me about Yay mail. Minus 28 on an easy course. Wow. Seriously, Pickstar, minus 28. That's seriously good. Oh, what, John? Are you talking about the Canva? Are you talking about what I'm doing here? Well, this is just Canva. I'm just like, making images, adding in an image here, text. What's the other one I need to do? Clean your backs. No, not clean your backside. Clean your WordPress. Clean your WordPress. WP sweep. Right? So this is the cover art for the YouTube videos, right? So I'm just, wrong color. Let's go for red. Clean your WordPress. And then the way I do it is I like to have a background image, wording, and then I like to add in one of my other images. And I have a collection of images down here that I've taken. So I like to just pick the right kind of image. I think that's going to go with the... Whoops. They don't have to completely go with the topic, but it's just got to kind of reflect it a little bit. So with Canva, the great thing is you can do background removal. So you remove your background. It's dead simple. You just add your image in, place it where you want, like that. And then I go over here and I go for WP sweep, which is this one here. And it's not even got a very good... it's got a rubbish image, actually. So let's just go for... So I'm going to go to Elements, and I'm going to get an image of a sweep. Let's go for an image of someone sweeping. I need a good image of someone sweeping. No, that's not a good image. Yeah, we'll go with that one, sweep. I'm going to add that image in like that. Make it white. And we'll go with something like that. Right? My old cover arts for my videos used to be, I think, a little bit too busy, too complex, too many words, just too much. So I now try and keep it more simple. Hey, Artif, hope you're okay. Hope you're all right. Don't forget to click like, okay? Please don't forget to click like. Do you know something? I don't use Adobe XD or Figma. I just tend to do either Canva or scribbles on paper and work things out like that. No, you don't need to optimize. Yes, you still do, because this will be a PNG, John, and then I got to stick it through bulk resize photos. But for YouTube, I don't need to, because it's just YouTube. I'm still reeling. I am still affected and reeling from yesterday's site review. Who was here for yesterday's site review when I looked at that website built by the person who said they'd been building websites for 5 years? Who was here for that video? That live chat yesterday? Who was here for it? If you weren't, you missed a cracker. Right, go and watch the replay yesterday. Yeah, you know, paper, it's easy, isn't it? Who was here for yesterday's video where we did the review of someone's website? And fair play to them. They watched it. Fair play to them. They watched it, and I think they took on board. But yeah, Atif, you got to watch it. You got to see yesterday's video. I think it was about halfway through the video. Might have been later. Halfway through, we did it. And yes, Pixstar, yesterday. You were on it, weren't you, Pixstar? Were you on it? I don't know if you were on it. You might not have been on it. And, wow. I mean, like, wow. I'm still in shock of the portfolio page. I still cannot believe. Wow, is all I'm going to say. It was just, it was trying to, I get what it was trying to achieve, but it did, in my opinion, everything that was wrong. And it was just, oh crap, I just hit R2. I just hit R2 in the head. I just literally elbowed R2. I just felt it was, it just did everything wrong. And when you make claims on your website that you've been working on XYZ for so long, you need to back it up. You need to have a smashing, if you say you've been working on websites for 5 years, unless you've had really bad clients who don't think out the box, I'm expecting a really great portfolio, and there was just nothing. I don't think, though, Antony... Oh, by the way, hey, Antony. I don't think he was in it. I don't think his heart was properly in it. From the impression I got as we chatted, I don't think he was fully bought in to... I don't think he was fully bought into being a web designer. And I think he fell into the trap where people go, oh, yeah... Elementor, super simple. You can now build websites just like everyone else on Fiverr and Upwork is. You can make loads of money. You can be earning $20,000 per month. Away you go. And I think he fell into that mindset. And I feel sorry for him. I really do feel sorry for him, because I think there's a lot of people out there that, unfortunately, they fall into that mindset. They just believe the hype that, yeah, you just have to do X, Y, Z and you can build your website and do what you want. And they just don't understand there's fundamentals. There are things you've got to... yes, I have, Artif. I've seen your question, Artif. I was just trying to think about how do I answer it, because what it's meant to do is put your code into the right place. So originally, at the moment, the code snippet's free, just adds it into the functions, doesn't it? It just adds it into all the functions page, the functions PHP. But when you do Code Snippets Pro, the CSS goes into the style, the JavaScript goes into the proper scripting area, it all goes into the right place. I'm pretty sure that the prices are going to go up. I'm sure Verdi has said that or written some of the prices will go up. What I'm more excited about, though, is that the money that Verdi gets from this, he's going to use that money to help build a code snippet community forum, a website, where basically you'll have Elementor code snippets, WooCommerce code snippets. Can you imagine if, let's say, all of the WooCommerce add-ons, all the add-ons that you have to pay for, what if they were all now available as a code snippet function? Subscription, minimum, maximum, all of this stuff was now available as a code snippet. Can you imagine the disruption that would cause across WordPress world? Can you imagine that? That would be friggin' amazing, right? My listing, an area, Croco block, and then you can see all the snippets and stuff like that. That's where any profit Verdi makes, that's where he's putting it. It's not to buy Lamborghinis, it's to put it there. I don't know enough to say, are there any? I don't know of any. And to be honest, code snippets, has it ever had a vulnerability? I don't know. Cheers, Jack. I'll have a look at that. So I just think that, because you know how many times we've spoken about it. WooCommerce has the shittest business model ever, right? I know they need to make money. I know they need to pay the developers, but they expect you to pay $200 a year for subscription. That should be inside WooCommerce. Minimum and maximum quantity. You got to pay for it. All of these add-ons and stuff. It's ridiculous. But if there could be like a forum that now has the and what will happen is you'll have someone who's responsible for that. So you can't just put whatever snippet you want. You can discuss them, but there'll be one person who then goes, right, they are the master of the WooCommerce thread forum, and they go, right, this snippet does this snippet does that. The power that could give us. I mean, I'm getting like, when Verdi and me had a video call talking about it, and I was getting goosebumps. I was getting goosebumps upon goosebumps, thinking, we've been complaining about this all the time. We whinge about this at least once a week, all the time. It just, like, wait, hold on, I want to go full screen, right? I want to go full screen. Right? That's how explosive it would be. I mean, I didn't know this, but Code Snippets has been going now for 10 years. So for 10 years, Verdi has never charged a penny for Code Snippets. And I'd like to think, how many thousands, millions of websites out there are using Code Snippets for free? And behind the scenes, I just wonder how much, how much money is Verdi absorbing when he's got people working on it. So I feel like I totally get why he's done it. And I really hope, I would love to see this forum kick off. I would love to see it kick off, you know. Yes, so basically what will happen is, right, you might have people discussing it, but you'll have someone who is the master of WooCommerce group, the Elementor group, the My Listing group, the Crocoblock group, the What the Hell group, the Kiss My Ass group. You'll have all these, like, you'll have people who are kind of there to make sure that bad codes are not getting out there. So there'll be a group effort and all of that. And they'll have to make sure whoever is mastermind behind those groups knows their stuff, really knows their stuff. But I think I hope it takes off. There will have to be controls for sure, Atif and Pixstar. You're absolutely right. There's got to be some, how should we put it? Control, moderation over the codes and what's being put out there. All right, everyone, just hold on a second. I need to go take a piss. All right, I'm telling you now, I've got to go for a piss. All right, give me 45 seconds. Start counting. Guess who's back? Back again. Hey. Yes! I said 45. Did I make it on 45? Did I make it on 45? Pixstar said 44. Oh, no, I don't think you were counting. Did I make it back on 45? Excellent, Sue. Did you enjoy? I thought it could have been better. Season 4 was good, but I feel like the very last episode, which was 2.5 hours long, you could have shaved an hour off. There were some bits they dragged a little bit. They could have shaved an hour off, I think. They could have. But I liked it. Thank you, Mia. How are you doing, by the way, Mia? Was that as exciting for you as it was for me? Yes, it was exciting. What did I get to, Pixstar? I said 45 seconds. I might have been longer. I don't know, give or take. What did I come in at? What did I come in at? 45 seconds? 42? Netflix server, did it go down? I don't know. Yeah, but soon, you got season 5 coming out probably in about 2 or 3 years' time. I reckon it'll be 2 years we'll get season 5, sorry. And knowing that's the final season, that'll be a pain. This is Control. Proceed with caution. Yes, that's what I've heard as well. Apparently they've said there might be like a 3 or 4 year time jump. However, Yeah, that's what they said. Oh, well, the thing is, yeah, is that I watched it Friday morning. So Friday morning, 8 a.m. UK time, the episode 8 and 9 were out on Netflix. So I watched it, like, I kid you not, 8 o'clock, 1 minute past 8, I was watching episode 8. I meant episode 9. Had about a 10-minute break in between episode 8 and 9. So literally you could say like just over 4 hours of my life was gone in the morning, which is why I started the live chat about 12:30 on Friday, I remember. And that was the reason why, because I was watching that's all, folks. I was watching Stranger Things. That was the reason why. Comprende, senors? Right, what's going on here? This is a bit weird. Let me get this right. Cover art, cover art, cover art. There's something about cover art where I don't mind it, but it always takes time. You know, when you do your video, you edit the video, you do the cover art, and then you got to upload to YouTube and all of that. Right, let me just look at Jack's email that he sent me. Just see what Jack has said about his care packages. So Jack, what you've said there, if you're listening, by the way, I hope you're still there. You've reduced the amount of words. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that makes sense, and I think it's I think that's a fair thing to do. I think that's a totally fair way to look at it, and approach it, and all of that. Yeah, go in at a lower price, and then you bulk it up if they want to now get lots more stuff. Is it worth it? Well. Right, okay, just quickly before I answer Zoom's questions. Yeah, so Jack, what you've done is fine. Let me just quickly answer some questions before I go on to what Zoom's asked. Would I pay for code snippet? If I'm honest... Yes, that's right, Jack. Mark. 82 sites in 12 months. Yeah, 82 sites. That is right, Mark. Would I pay? If I'm honest, code snippets free is okay for me. If I'm honest. Don't forget to like. If I'm honest, code snippets free is fine for me. So would I pay for Pro? Probably not. That sounds really brutal, doesn't it? But I'm fine with code snippets free. Now, for those of you that are very clinical with your coding, the Pro might make loads more sense. Right, Zoom. Is it worth it? The time I make spending making videos? Yes, and here's why it is worth it. Would I have, all of you amazing people, would you have found me, or even be bothered to watch or anything, if I wasn't putting videos out there? If I wasn't putting videos out there, if you go to the WordPress repository and search for code snippets, did you know that if you go to code snippets now, I am there as a video for code snippets? Because Verdi liked what I did and he wanted me to do it. Bertha AI. Why did Bertha AI approach me to help do videos for them? Why did Atrim ask me to do a few videos for them? I've had developers QI add-on. Did you know that QI add-ons gave me a pro license just so I could have a look at their website? Do you remember that guy? What was his name? Jordy Anderson. He had a plugin that he's still working on. He gave me a pro license to have a look at it. So people, Atarim, it's Atarim, Atif, right? So people aren't going to give you stuff to have a look at or play with or follow you or anything. We've had 3 people in the last 6 weeks ask for a My Listing Directory theme because they saw me do a video on the My Listing Directory theme. On the back of that video, they commissioned us to do websites. 3 people, 3 different websites, 3 different businesses. On the back of us doing a detailed video, but they were like, no, you know what? We want you to do it. Fine. Okay, we'll do it. So, yeah, but soon, what I'm going to say though, is, yeah, but okay, but soon, okay, let me throw it to you another way soon, right? Let me throw it to you another way, right? So I'm going to come back on to that in a moment. I just want to check the questions. To be honest, Zoom, right, sometimes, right, we had 3 a week. There was a period where we had like 3 a week for like a good 2 weeks or something, right? So sometimes you got 2 a week, or sometimes you only have like 3 a month. So it changes, it goes up and down. It's not consistent. Exactly, Jag. It's more personal than a blog. You can hear me, you can see me, you can connect with me. Right, let me just go down now to... right, so, Sue, in terms of... thank you, me. I've just read what you said. Thanks for that. Yeah, right. So, Sue's question, you don't get paid for this. Let me give you an example, right? I use Publer. So 4 or 5 times a day, I put out a blog post, not a blog post, a social media post to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. About 4 or 5 times a day. I'm not being paid for it, but I still do the blog post. Not the blog post, the social media post. In the hope that someone will read it, connect with it, follow us, want to work with us, and contact us. And and people have contacted us on the back of them sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. By doing a social media post regularly, it keeps us in the timeline. If you only do it once a week, they'll see you and forget you. You do it regularly, you're always there. But you're not forcing it. Hey, buy this. Hey, look at this. Hey, make $10,000 a month. None of that bullshit. None of that, right? Shit bull. None of that. But you're in the timeline, right? They remember you. They recognize you. They connect with you. They want to know what you're up to sometimes. Same with the YouTube, right? So if we put out... Look, how many people have you followed or watched on YouTube and then you never see them again, and then you see another video 2 weeks' time? How tempted are you to watch them? Whereas when you have people that are regularly out there, like loads of people say to me, wow, you got a web design agency, you're building websites, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're helping out other companies as well, you help out on the Elementor Facebook group, and you create videos. How'd you do it? Well, yes, it's a juggling act, but it means we're out there. We're always out there, right? We're always out there. People regularly, when they're on the Elementor Facebook group, and you'll notice this, you might not notice it, but you'll spot it now I say it. Do you know how many people have put a problem on the Elementor Facebook group? And they then go, what do you think, Imran? I have nothing to do with that problem. 50% of the time, I don't even have a solution. I don't have a solution. So I say, I don't know. Ask someone else. I don't know. But why do they even bother tagging me into their post? Because you're out there. Right? You're out there. So, continuously making videos keeps you out there. Why does Ferdy keep doing videos? Reno. Paul. Have you noticed Paul has increased his videos a lot more. He's doing loads more because he's getting out there. He's got time. He's got capacity. So I would say, get it out there. But assume we don't need to do a channel for bats. We don't need to do a channel for bats. The reason we did Web Squadron, well, in a way, Web Squadron are bats. They're technically the same. They're the same company. But Web Squad, when we set up BATS, Business Analytics and Technology Solutions, the name was fine for what we're doing. But the reason we did a YouTube channel for Web Squadron, which is BATS, it's the same company, was what if you see a YouTube channel that says Business Analytics and Technology Solutions and Web Squadron, which one connects with you more? Business Analytics and Technology Solutions, Web Design Agency, or Web Squadron, Web Design Agency? Which one connects more? Which one connects more? So it's the same company, just like, so Jack, right? Let's take Jack as an example. Jack, can I say your company name? Can I say your company name, Jack? I'm not going to say it unless you say it's okay to say. Can I say your company name, Jack? And I won't say if you say no, I'll respect that. Yeah, exactly. I'm very honest. I'm very like, if I review a website, if I review a plugin, anything like that. Right. So Jack's company is called Jumbuck Digital Limited. We'll skip the limited. Jumbuck. Jumbuck. Right? Jumbuck Digital. Now let's say Jack decides to create a YouTube channel. And he calls his YouTube channel Jumbuck Digital. Right? Is he going to get the traction? Whereas if Jumbuck is the company name, if he then creates a YouTube channel called, I don't know, Super Digital Marketing, let's say, Super SEO, right? Web SEO, right? What that is going to get more traction than Jumbuck Digital, because Jumbuck means nothing to most people. The people that Jack works with or have heard of his company will connect to it. But Web SEO or SEO Web or something like that, or something as a name is going to connect so much more. So, in fact, Paul Charlton, right? His design agency is not WP Tuts. He has a web design agency. It is not WP Tuts. But what is he known for when you think of Paul Charlton? WP Tuts. So what you got to do, right? So yeah, BATS is the umbrella. Zoom. Oh, got a pain in my chest then. Oh, it's not good if I get a pain in my chest. I have to calm down. Oh. So SEO Juggler. SEO Juggler. Not sure about that one. SEO Juggler. But yeah, so I would say, yeah, BATS is the umbrella. Web Squadron just falls under the company. But the bulk of the stuff we do is via Web Squadron is our social media push, because the name just, we don't even have to explain it too much. Squadron, because we're high flyers, recruits. You're all recruits. We're all helping everyone. Yeah, exactly, Soom. So, like, right now, Soom, yeah, if you think about it, Soom, what's your YouTube channel called again? I've forgotten what it's called. I should know this, right? But what's your YouTube channel called again? What's the channel called? Right, so let me just go to Soom. Let me just go to my subscribe thing. right? So your channel is called Zoom Web, right? You're called Zoom Web. The web bit I get, but if you think about it, because you've prefixed, right, with Zoom, right? Because you've prefixed with Zoom, that becomes the identifier for your channel. And you could almost say, what does Zoom mean? So Zoom is your name, right? But Zoom means nothing to me as a word. I've never heard of the name Zoom before. It might be a common name where you live, but I've never heard of the name Zoom. Who here has heard of the name Zoom? Give me a yay if you've heard it. Give me a nay if you haven't. Jumbuck Digital is an umbrella of an umbrella. That's actually quite funny. I'm just checking something here, by the way. Ignore me for a moment. Yeah, so... Hey, Darren, how you doing? I'm just checking my heart rate. Yeah, so Zoom, that is your Suim. Is that your real name? So what I would say, yes, Zoom, if you think about it, right? Do you need to change the name of your channel? So rather than be Zoom Web, you maybe need to be Web something else. Or, see, look at your description, Zoom, right? You say Zoom Web. In fact, I'm just going to copy the description here, right? So others can see it, right? Here's your description, right, Zoom? Here's your description, right? Here's the description. Right? This is the description that people see. Right? Here's the description, right? So Zed, you're saying website creation service. Again, this is the same question we get nearly every day. You're looking at it wrong, right? What you need to have is a starting price, and you got to think about, where is your audience? India, UK, Australia, America, where are they? Where are they? What is the going rate? And like Jack said, how much is your service worth? If I tell you, oh yeah, basic website starts at £920, is anyone going to pay £920 where you live? So you got to think of it like that. Superman web development, yeah. Yeah, but Zed, how old are you now? So Zed, look, don't mean to be rude here, but you've just said to Jack, your experience, you've been building since you were 15. How old are you? 16? So you've only got 1 year. I don't. So what you need to do now is now explain that. So, right. So simple website. Right. Will your customer, if your customers will pay that, then that's your going rate. Then set it at that and work up from there. It's a very open-ended, subjective question. So Zoom, so back to what I've just written there, right? So Zoom, on your thing, right, you are saying that, did I paste it? So Zoom was created to be the finest website building and web design agency in the world. Great. But why is anyone going to connect with you? So you're saying, Zoom, like, again, remember, right? That is for a very basic website, by the way, Phil. Very basic. Bargain. Yeah, £920. So Zoom, this is what your channel says. Zoom was created to be the finest website building and web design agency in the world. So why is anyone going to come to your channel? Because you're saying that's what you do. So why would I go to your channel? You need to change your description to say, what do you do? What are they going to get from you? That's your opening sentence. And I would say the personal touch only works for people like Ferdy. Look at Reno. Look at Reno. It does not say Reno. It says living with pixels. Look at WP Tuts. It says WP. It doesn't say Paul. It says WP Tuts. Ferdy went down it from another angle. Once he got traction of his name and people knew him, his was then Ferdy. Look at Adam. WP Crafter. Doesn't say his name. It's WP Crafter. So I would say rethink it. Come up with a different name. Come up with a different name, but you're not telling anyone what you're going to do for them or solve. All you're saying is finest website building and web design agency. Now, this is where you have to be careful, Zoom. Can you back that up? So you're saying you're created to be the finest. How do you define that benchmark? Because at no point in our description for Web Squadron do I say we will achieve X and we are this. How do you back that up? So serious questions here. Think about your name. Think about your opening sentence there for your description. In fact, what Mark says there, what is the problem you're solving? Think about that. Think about it. Hey, Phil. Do you know what, Phil? We do scale up. You know, with prices, we do scale up quite rapidly after that. But this is like for your super basic one. Hey, WP Tuts. We've just been talking about branding names for YouTube channels and how, like, so many people like you, like me, we don't have our name in our YouTube channel because we're trying to get across what we do. So you got WP Tuts, WordPress. We've got Web Squadron, Living with Pixels, WP Crafter. Ferdy is one of the few that puts his name on because he's got traction with his name. But talking about how you want to make your YouTube channel relatable to what you do or what you offer or what you're all about. Because names are just next to nothing. Review on website. Mia, you said review on website. Yeah, look, what Artif says there, Soom, and we're not saying you're lying, by the way. No, we're not saying you're lying, but when you say, look, yesterday, someone asked me to review their website, claiming to have been working on websites for 5 years, and the website he asked us to review was a shitstorm, right? It was a storm of a shit, and this was his first website he's ever built, and he then owned up to that, and it was a bit like, so why are you saying on there you've been building for 5 years? Not you, but this person. It's a bit like when people say they're based in the UK, or they are a UK-based website builder agency, but they also have offices in India, and they're based in India. They have no offices in the UK. In fact, the only office they have in the UK is their auntie or uncle who lives in the UK or New York, but they then say we got an office. I could go to Heathrow Airport, connect to the Wi-Fi and go, I have an office at Heathrow Airport. Boom, boom, boom. I have an office at every McDonald's in the country because they got Wi-Fi. Right? Yep, good point, W. What is the value proposition? What do you offer? What do you do? But that's what it is, Sim. It's about what do you offer to people? What are they going to get out of you? What are they going to get? So if you just say you're a web design agency, you're not kind of, why would they click? There's nothing. It's literally like the impact headline statement. You go to a website, you see the hero banner. Why do they click? Hey, Richard, you're finally here. Yes, well, George, I did feel like I was on the verge of a panic attack when I was reviewing that website yesterday. It was like, I just can't believe, like what I was witnessing when we did that review. It was like, at some point, this website's going to click. And it just didn't. Exactly, Paul. Exactly, And I don't think... I mean, look, if I branched off and if I had a separate YouTube channel for movie reviews, hey, Netflix TV show reviews and shit like that, and I had another channel for losing weight, maybe, fitness, and if I had a channel for surviving heart attack, do you know what I mean? And then you build up a reputation, then you can eventually start to think about, right, I've got enough backing here to have a channel for Imran Siddiq. But I don't think Imran Siddiq would work very well. Yep, take care swimming. Don't drown soon. Remember, don't sink. I don't think Imran Siddiq would work as a channel name. I really don't. And so I'll never ever go down that road. I wouldn't do that. Well, there you go, Phil. Look how many offices Phil does. Because if you have a relative living there, you can put on your agency, I have an office in Canada, US, London, France, Frankfurt, Copenhagen, and Sydney. And I have to say, the amount of people... Sorry, I've got to bang my fist a bit louder, okay? Make sure I don't drop my Pepsi. The amount of people that say they are UK-based and they are not UK-based pisses me off, okay? I just want to say that. And when you question them, because what they say is, yeah, we're UK-based, but our main office is in India or Thailand or somewhere else. I don't really care. Frankfurt. And I go, well, why'd you say that then? Why'd you say you're UK-based if you're not UK-based? Or the minute you say, okay, so can we have a conversation? Can we have a conversation about it? Can we have a video call? Oh, yeah, let me put you in touch with our lead developer. He's based in India. He's working from home at the moment. I go, right, okay, so you're UK-based. You want to talk to me, but you're now going to make me... You're going to now... Rather than you talking to me, the SEO... The CEO... The SEO... The CEO... You're now going to get me to go and talk to someone, your lead developer in India who works from home. What's wrong with you talking to me? What's wrong with you talking to me? Sorry, just double check the... Oh dear. I had a feeling Mark was going to bring this up. In fact, there's been something I've been wanting to share with everyone. Right? There's something I've been wanting to share with everyone. Yeah, there you go, Raja. You are international web agency. Right. Don't blink. Don't blink. You're about to see something, right? Don't blink. Let me put my hand under it. I can't get my hand under it. There we go. What do we have here? We have a polar bear with a penguin on its head, and it's dancing on the head. I mean, do you know something, yeah? I have nothing wrong with it if they are honest. And I'm telling you now, I have worked with a developer from Pakistan who helped out with a bit of code. And I paid him for it. I go, yeah, here you go. Here's money for it. And he was like, wow, this is great. And I paid him a bit more to look into something else. I don't care where you're from in the world. Don't care. Just be honest. Right? Just be honest about where you're from. There we go. Let's make it a bit bigger. Hello, polar bear. Let me poke it. Should I try and poke the penguin off? Oh dear. Yeah, there we go. We now have the penguin. Right, okay. Let's get rid of the penguin. Gone. Hey, make sure you click the like button, okay? If you don't click the like button, right, I will find you I will empty your fridge and I will block you. And then I'll unblock you. Okay? John Ferris, I work on the road as well. I work on the road as well. Oh, you mean in the car? You mean when you're driving? Okay, right. Let me explain what's going on here, because people are asking what do they mean by Verdi's things. Let me just show you what's going on here. Okay. Let me now just show you what we're talking about. Right. WordPress. So if you go to the WordPress repository, right? If we go to the WordPress repository. For where you go get code snippets, right? You know, right? If you scroll down, you have... Well, I'm there. Code snippets in a nutshell. I'm there. And if you go to the website, I think if you go to the website, Code Snippets Pro, where is it? There we go. It says here... Our favourite Brit, Imran, talking about what Code Snippets Pro is. That's me. That's me right there on the page. Who'd have known? Hey, I feel like Mary Poppins right now. No, I don't feel like Mary Poppins. But that's basically what they're referring to. They're just talking about that. And by the way, for those of you that are seeing it for the first time, I hope you like the new office layout. I moved my table, which was here, for about 35 degrees this way. So now the curtain, which is over there, in fact, you can just about see the curtain. There, you can see it. You just see it. Let me just move a bit there. I'm sorry, I'm just moving the wall a bit there. You can just see the curtain there, and you can see the notice board here. Just move that out of the way. I can slide it, you see. Look, it's brilliant. It's on nails. So I can move it there, or I can move it like that. So it's really cool. It's just on nails. Make sure it don't fall. And I moved the light. The lights were there. Well, they were on that wall. And then I moved them to there. And this looked really empty. So then I moved the lights to here. They're just hooks on the wall. But that's literally it. So you see less of the curtain, more, the room is a bit more split, 60-40. Take care, Mark. Take care. Oh no, what have we done, Paul? What have we done? What has Verdi done? What has Verdi done? He's created this animosity now and rivalry. It's all downhill from here now, isn't it? It's all downhill now. It's all downhill. In some way, Mark, by saying they're UK-based to justify prices, that's what I think their thinking is. But I would say that, you charge what you charge. But the element of trust that kind of, hey, soon, I would say the element of trust that can break if you claim to be from somewhere and then you find out they're not is unbelievable, right? Am I the only one that thinks that? You know, if someone says to you, if someone says to me they're based in the same city as me and then I find out they're not, the trust, the relationship is broken. Hey, take care, Jimmy. Hope you crack on with your blog. Hope you get that done. See you soon. I was going to say something. My brain went dead then. Yeah, Darren. Yeah, the element of trust is completely broken, right? It's like if you pay someone to do something for you, and they go, yeah, we'll install the door. We'll install the door for £1,000. The door is going to cost £700. So you pay £300 for labour. You go, yeah, all right then. And then you found out or then you find out they actually got the door. The door was actually £100. So they charged you £900 for labour. Right? Wouldn't you feel a bit like, why weren't you honest with me? In fact, whenever I have any work done, I'm a pain in the ass. But if I have a builder and they go, yeah, we can do that for £2,000, I go, so what's the breakdown of the material? At this point, their faces go, oh, yeah, 1,500. I go, yeah, will I get a receipt for that? And they're like, oh, what do you need a receipt for? I go, I know you might be buying it, but I still want a receipt for it, so I know what came from where. And they go, yeah, we'll write you one. I go, no, I want the actual receipt. I said, if you want to cross out or cut out what your details, because your details won't be on there anyway, I just want a receipt. Right? I just want a receipt. Just so I know what I'm paying for. Was it ever uphill? Was it ever uphill? Yeah, do you know what, Mark? That's a trick that's been around for over 20 years now. And you can literally see in their footer. You can literally see in their footer that they've put every city under the sun of the UK there. Their footer has got like a page for Nottingham, Derby, Leicester, London, Newcastle, Liverpool, Manchester, every city under the sun. And because I'm clued up enough, I kind of go, right, you had a great offer, but I don't care. I don't want to work with you. I don't trust you. Yeah, but Soom, I would just say, right, that when you do that, yeah, you're hurting yourself. You're hurting your integrity. You're hurting your integrity. Limo, I said. Limo hire. Limo. Yeah, but Soom, Apple can say they're the finest. I think Apple have earned enough to say they're the finest. Just like Samsung would say they're the finest. Just like Nokia a long time ago would have said they were the finest, which they were before 2000. Before 2007, Nokia were the finest, right? So Apple can say that. And if you walk it, let me tell you now, Soom, right? Let me tell you now. You got to listen, understand this. If I walk into a room of 100 people, right, and Apple are there and they say we're the finest, there will be a percentage of that room that say, yes, you are. If Samsung are in that room and say they're the finest, you'll have a percentage that say, yes, you are. Same 100 people now, you walk in and say you're the finest website building and web design agency. How many are going to say, yes, you are? So what you can't do is compare. Like if you take 100 people and you have Domino's, Pizza Hut, Pizza Express, Papa John's, and they all claim to be the finest, they have a potential right to that claim because they have history, track record, reputation, delivery, all of these things. So they can say it. But Mr. Smith, who builds pizzas in his oven, can he say that? His family might say, yeah, Jack Smith, you make the finest pizzas. But Jack Smith has never sold his pizzas to anyone else, let alone the street. So if Jack comes out his house and says to his neighbour, hey, I make the finest pizzas, his neighbour will say, get lost. I prefer Pizza Hut. So I would say to compare your use of words to billion-dollar brands doesn't work. Does not work. Yeah. Nowhere on our website, our social media, anywhere do we claim to be the best, the finest, the cheapest, the most awesomest, or anything like that. We don't do that. Because you can't back it up. You can't back it up. You have no right to back it up. Now, if I've got 1,000 people every day knocking on the door, please build our website for us, you're the best. Every day, without fail. Every day, without fail. Business is booming, without fail. Then I could say, yeah, you know what? We're the finest. We're the best. We are the best. But you got to back it up. Because unless people are rolling through the door, banging on your door to work with you, you can't say that. You can't say it. It just feels fake. I do. Atif is from London. Atif is from London. Exactly what Atif says there. You need to change the wording. So if you say, you want to become, but I would say the word finest is very... How do you benchmark finest? How do you define that? Exactly. I mean, what Pixar says there is exactly right. Whenever I see any company or anyone that says they're the best of whatever, it's like Facebook adverts. Facebook sponsored adverts always claim to be the best, the most efficient, the market leader. And you kind of look at them and go, you're brand new. You haven't even proven yourself. So I would just say, watch out for it. Hey, visual media. How you doing, Gary? There you go. Your mum is the best benchmark. If your mum says you build the best websites, you can put it down. You can even say, we build the best websites, and put underneath there quotations, my mum. My mum. We've been live for about 1 hour, close to 1 hour 50. And I am going to close off in about 2 minutes. So final questions, please do throw them in, okay? Yeah, the best recipe. That is an excellent point by Richard. Probably the best. And it worked for them, didn't it? It worked as their branding, as their marketing campaign. It worked. You know, Carlsberg, probably. It just worked, you know. Loved it. Great, great, great marketing campaign they did. Really, really cool. Right. So yeah, so I would always say, just think about your title, Sue. In fact, anyone out there who's thinking of doing a YouTube channel, think about your title. Think about what it says it's going to do, and regularly do videos. No, Phil. Can I admit to something? Can I admit something? I did a search last night in bed for how do I get in touch with a Pepsi promotion? I couldn't get an email. I was trying to find an email or a phone number. So if anyone finds an email or a phone number for Pepsi, please let me know. Right? Please let me know. King of Beers. I mean, King of Beers is it's not kind of... It's not saying it's the best, is it? Because you could argue, right, was King Henry VIII the best of anything? You know, you could argue kings and queens, were any of them the best or the finest? You know, they're trying to say they rule, which is kind of okay. No, but Zoom, there's no need for us to create a separate one for bats because we're very clear that we are a web design agency. It's in our video description if you want to hire us to do work. We don't need to create a separate one for bats. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to start? I don't need to start all over again. Don't need to do that. Take care, Mia. Don't need to do it. Don't need to do it at all. Beheading. Yeah, well, he was the best at that, Mark. I think he's got the record for that, right? In fact, we need to clarify. Other kings and queens have beheaded. He beheaded wives. No, not wives. Yeah, wives. Partners. He beheaded partners, right? So he's got the record for that. He's got the record for that. So soon we don't need to do a channel for bats because that is our main company. Web Squadron falls under the umbrella. Web Squadron is what we promote and do with. Just like Paul has got WP Tuts. But Paul won't have a YouTube channel for his web design agency. He's got WP Tuts. And if people like what they see and they want to get in touch with him, they will get in touch. Living with Pixels. That probably is his design agency. I can't remember now. But, so you don't have to create separate... I would say, right, if you know people will flock to you, right, you just have to put your face out there and people will come to you. You could create another channel for your agency, for your training, for your backside washing. You can do what you want. People will flock to you, right? But if they don't flock to you and you got to work hard to get them to come to you with consistent videos, getting things out there. Who cares if you're having to put your own time in? Like this morning, I did, 5 videos this morning, right? That's 2 hours of my life gone with recording, editing, then I did the cover art, then releasing. So that's about 3 hours in total time of my life gone. It's my time. Not getting paid for it, but it's my time. The videos might do well, the videos might not do well. But if you don't put in the effort, then you fall into not you, but people that don't put in the effort fall into the, I expect it. I expect fame. I expect it, right? They feel like the world owes them it. Give me the money, give me this. No, you got to put in the effort. So I would say, work hard. Do your blog posts. If you don't want to do blog posts, do your social media. If you don't want to do social media, do your videos. What I will say though is like Zoom, it says you've done 31 videos, right? And I'm just gonna check. But your first video, right, was 1 year ago. 1 year ago, right? And since then, you've done... since 1 year ago, you've done 31 videos. You got to pick it up. You got to pick it up. That's not even one a week. So what I would say you do, pick it up a gear, right? Try and get at least one video a week. Then push for 2 videos a week, right? You will find topics. You will know what you want to do. And try and get consistency, right? So try and make sure that you do videos that kind of, there's a running theme or there's a style or there's a pattern about the stuff you do. Do that and you will grow. You will grow. Look at Ellie WebDev. She only started, Ellie WebDev, she only started like, not that long ago. She didn't start that long ago. When did she start? She didn't start that long ago. Her channel, if I get it right, her videos sort by oldest, right? 4 months ago. So she started properly 4 months ago. And after 4 months, she now has... she's got 159 subscribers, right? And she has got... Ellie WebDev. Why is it not showing over here? Why is it not showing under here? She has got I'm going to tell you all. I'm going to tell you all before I go, right? Catherine might be able to tell me if she's here. She's got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. She's got 45 videos. She started 4 months ago. She's got 45 videos. Right? So in 120 days, she's got 45 videos. That's nearly one every 3 days-ish. That's a good going rate. And she's now at 159 subscribers. She's doing well. She's growing. So what I would say is content, consistency, get things out there. And the more you grow, the more people will find you. The more people find you, the more there's a higher chance they want to work with you. They trust you. Make sure you click like, by the way. Yeah, but Zoom, you don't need the Mastery membership. Yeah, but Zoom, if you think about it, right, how many people that watch our video have joined our Mastery membership? Not, I'm not going to tell you numbers, but not a lot. But how do you spell Eli? You just spelt it, Catalyst, E-L-I, isn't it? E-L-I? So what I'm going to say, is this. What you've got to do, forget the monetary reason. When I started off the Web Squadron channel, I was not doing it to get monetized or anything like that. I was doing it to share my approach, my way, my style of tutorials, of presenting, being animated and crazy. The live chats, I wanted to engage with people and stuff. Oh, Ellie Web Dev, sorry, yeah, it's Ellie Web Dev, like that. In fact, I'll put a link for it for you. Ellie Web Dev. Right, so here you go. There's the link. Right, so we put ourselves out there to help people. So what is your mission goal with your channel? If your mission goal is to help people, how are you helping them? How are you helping them? So what you got to do now is think about what is your roadmap. Look at the very early on videos we did. They weren't great, but I was sharing how to do this, how to do this, how to do this, how to do this. And then we became more consistent with what we do and the way we do it. So you work out what is your goal and what are you trying to do. Right? And then you go from there. So if you're saying there's no monetary reason, and look, sometimes I see a video from someone and I go, oh, should I subscribe? And then I notice they ain't done a video for 4 months. And I kind of go, forget it. Well, they ain't done a video. They only do videos now and again. And I sort of go, I'd rather follow someone who's more consistent. Why do we like watching TV series? What is it about some shows where there's a weekly episode? Because there's a new episode every week. Right? Modern Family had about 22 episodes a season. There was a new episode quite regularly. Right? Why do we subscribe to some newsletters or blogs? Because there's a new blog or newsletter every other week or whatever. If there was in blog and they did a newsletter like once a month, I'd be like, forget that, I don't really care. Oh, I'm only going to find out when you think it's all right to tell me something, right? If I'm going to invest my time and my digital click to subscribe or follow a newsletter, I want to know that I get something back. I don't want money, but I want to know I get back something from you, right? So I would say consistent posting, work out what are you trying to achieve on your YouTube or any other YouTube channel out there. This goes out to everyone, and get your message down. And that's what I mean. Exactly, and that's what it is, Zoom. So loads of people, I have got so much criticism. You will not believe how much criticism I get. DMs or messages that get me mad. Oh, you talk too much. Or, mainly talk too much. Your videos are too long. You don't do enough of this. You do too much of that and stuff like that. But I get more people saying to me, we like the way that there's always something coming out, and I don't deviate too much from the approach I take. So I do the odd plugin review, but I only do them now and again. My main approach is, how can you get the best out of Elementor? How can you do more for your business or your branding or your business, clients? And how can you achieve stuff without having to rely on a plugin or lengthy code? Can I do something really simply? So the call to action widget. You don't have to get a plugin to do the Ken Burns effect and all of that. Yeah. And one of the reasons why my videos can be long as well is because rather than just explaining this is how you do it, I go into sometimes, when would you use it? What is it good for? And I try and talk through the rationale behind what we do and how we do it. And when you do that, people connect. People love it. People connect. Right. I said I was going to close off 10 minutes ago, and I am now going to close off like in 1 minute. So any final questions, and I will close off in 1 minute. I do have to close off in 1 minute. Right, okay, everyone. I'm now going to say bye. I don't need Final Cut Pro. I'm quite happy with iMovie. I have to be honest. I'm quite happy with iMovie. I'm fine with it. Hey, Jake. So sorry, mate. You've just joined. You've just joined. Oh, no, I didn't see your comment, Richard. Oh, hold on. Did Richard make a comment? Richard, can you email me? Can you email me, Richard, what you were if you know the address for the Pepsi Max executives, so I can get sponsored by them? Because I don't half promote the arseholes, don't I? Look at this. I promote you all the bloody time. Ah, agreed, Paul. Often right. You know what? I just sit there laughing at the hate comments you get, and I kind of go, don't care. Not worth my time. Okay, everyone, look, take care. See you all tomorrow. I've got to go and do a little bit more, just get a few videos up onto YouTube and just sort out some stuff for tomorrow and answer 3 important emails that have come in. Just got to sort that out. Right, take care, everyone. I'll see you all soon. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and don't do anything dangerous. I know you don't, but don't do anything dangerous. Stay safe, right? Don't forget to click like, even if you've just popped in. So Jake, hit like. Haha, yes, Verdi loves me. All right, take care, everyone. See you all soon. Bye.